Dealers aren't just running the games, they're running the entire room, balancing math, memory, and crowd energy, all without missing a beat.
My name is Lee McDonald, and I am a table games dealer.
And so tell me, where are you from, Lee?
I am originally from Danville, but I've moved around a lot in my life. I stayed in New York for a lot of years, but from Danville.
From Danville, right?
Yes.
So you're back home.
Yes.
And you're a table games dealer. Was
Yes.
this always what you wanted to do, or how did this opportunity present itself to you?
I just walked on it. I just walked into it. I wasn't really going, I just was interested in it, what it was. So I went to a job fair that they was having. And I just started walking this room and walk in that room. And I was just wondering what was going on. And I just kept walking in rooms. And the next thing I knew, I'm taking a math test. And it's been 3 years. I just ran into it. I stumbled into it. It wasn't that I was coming to do table games. I was just interested in what it was going to be like here at Danville. And I guess today I went. It was an interview day, and the walk. I'm still walking this walk.
So, what does it feel like knowing that Caesars is interested in hiring people like you? People are from here, and what sort of how does that you feel like you bring that to the table? You're originally, from your hometown.
It's just, repeat the question again.
So how are you bringing, that Danville Southern charm to, such an empire like Caesars?
It's just about having a good time, laughter, people in general. I've always been a people person. So I interact with people well. I like to be around people, and it's challenging. It's something that you're gonna have to work at it. You get better every day, because they used to say to me, Lee, you'll get better. And as the days go on, you just don't think about it. You just come to work and you do your job, and you laugh and you have a good time. And it's just about, there's a lot of jobs where, you work hard, and there's a lot of jobs that you work smart. And on this job, it's about working smart. It isn't a hard job. The hardest thing about this job is coming to work. And everything else just falls into play. The people, the laughter, just looking at interacting with people every day, I love it. I like to see the laughs and then the downs. And when people are having a bad day, they can come to my table, and it's sort of like energy. I feel that energy, and I try to lift them up, to let them know that I know they're going through a rough time, but it'll get better. So that's what I really enjoy about the job, just interacting with the people. I'm a people person, so.
Absolutely. So, I think is that your phone?
It's,
okay. So when you come into work, tell me about a typical day in the life for you.
Going into the EDR room, first looking to see where I'm going to be at on the schedule. Regular day is just listening to the supervisors talk about some of our days before, challenges that we need to, pick up, or just seeing the people, seeing my regular people, coworkers every day. It's a challenge, to come in here every day and be successful and have to stand here. It's always a laughter, a smile on your face. And so I say, to be a table games dealer, you have to have that attitude to where if you're having a bad day, you have to leave that at home and come here and stand in front of these people and always smile. Thank you. Thank you is a word that's important here, because when people, they bless us with tips, and it's always a thank you, thank you, thank you. So I say that constantly every day. So it's just a pleasure that they bring a lot of, Caesars has brought a lot of people to where the struggle isn't so hard on a day-to-day basis. It's a job where you can take care of your household, just do the things that you've been lacking, that you didn't think you could do, that you can do now. Just come to work. You come to work, it'll be okay because you'll get better. I know a lot of people struggle daily, but just coming to work and you'll get past that.
What are some of those struggles you initially had?
The ball. I'm a roulette spinner. So I can say in the 3 years I've been here, I've probably been on roulette 2.5. So my initial thing with roulette was my spin. You know, people spend a lot of money, they want to see a powerful spin. Not if it's not powerful, it's a very decent spin to go around the wheel. And I struggled with that in the beginning, and I was like, oh, they don't like me, they don't want me to. And I used to walk off the floor on my breaks and go into the training room and practice because I wanted myself to get better and be better for the people. And doing that, it just made me, I just kept walking the walk to where, you know, there's a lot of people that come through here and you'll see them say, holla, Miss Lily, Miss Lily. They come by my table, Miss Lily, because I keep laughter and a smile on their face all the time. So
you would say an important part about being a dealer is having that sort of finesse, having that sort of personality. Talk about that.
You have to have personality to do this game. You have to have laughter. You have to be a person that enjoy getting up in the morning time, putting your feet on the floor and say, all right, I'm going to work today. I love coming to work. And a lot of people can't say that they love going to their job, but I love coming to my job. It just pushes me every day to be better at everything that's in here. So basically I do all the table games except craps and baccarat, but anything else I do, and I just try to be my best at it.
What's your favorite table game?
Roulette.
Why is that?
I'm on it all the time. They call me Queen Roulette, so yes, I have a lot of followers. I have people that, you know, they say when we first started, you'll get that connection with your customers, with your people. And I have a connection with people to where they come in on my shift or they see me at a certain table and they'll be on a table and they'll try to come to my table because they want to be at my table. It's just the energy. It's the connection that you have to have with your people, and it's energy. And sometimes I can feel when a person having a bad day, so I'll stand over here and I'll start doing little stuff to make them smile, and then they forget all about what's going on right here. That's the thing. It's sometimes when they're having a bad day on the table, to talk to them and interact with them, that's what's more pleasing to them sometimes than losing the money, because they know they have a person that's standing in front of them and they want to see them win. They want to see them be, you know, good, do good. And so that's more, means a lot more to them sometimes than the card game itself.
Absolutely. And so did you attend the dealer school in Denver?
Yes.
How was that process like?
Oh God. I just kept walking from room to room to room, and the next thing I knew, I was taking a math test. And I said, well, what's going on? And they said, okay, some of us took a math test, some went, some went. And I'm like, well, what's going on? And we walking in another room and we grouping up. And I'm like, me and a friend of mine, we went together as a team. And I'm like, well, what's going on now? And next thing I know, I'm walking up the steps and they're saying, congratulations. Now, this was before the tent was here. This was before Caesars was ever built. A brick was on here. So to see the process of Caesars being put up, just from dirt moving around, shifting from side to side, it's just amazing to me that Danville would have something so amazing as this. And the people that work here, they are phenomenal. They are amazing. Everybody works with a smile on their face, and you want to go into a workplace where there's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of joy. It just pushes you on a day-to-day basis. So It was nothing here. Nothing. Not even one brick, the parking lot. And I seen it come up from ground zero all the way up. I was class one, day one. Never missed a day. For the first maybe 2 years or so. So it's coming to work and being successful every day. It'll entitle you to keep a job that you admire and you adore to get up and come to work at.
That sounds great. I feel like that's good. I'm trying to think of anything else. What advice would you give if someone is interested in becoming a dealer? What's sort of some pointers you could give them?
The one pointer I would say is whatever day you're having at home, if it's a bad day, you have to leave it at home. You have to come to work with a positive attitude, a smile on your face, and always remember to say thank you. No matter what, you always remember to say thank you because it's an honor that people look after us the way that they do. So you have to say thank you and always appreciate your customers because they are the ones that keep us with a job.
And just talking about customers, has there been a time where a customer has gotten maybe a little bit rowdy or blamed you for, making them lose money even though that's not your prerogative? Talk to me about that aspect.
Well, they get rowdy every day. It's just the difference in knowing how, you have to know how to talk to people in a way that they can relate and understand to you. Sometimes you got alcohol that comes into play. So, you have to know how to deal with different personalities. You're gonna have people with nice personalities, bad personalities. There are some people that just, the way that they are, but if you could put a smile on their face, that means more to me than anything.
Seems like you have a very positive, optimistic outlook. How do you stay so positive?
I'm blessed every day that the good Lord allowed me to put my feet on the floor. So it doesn't matter what the day is, or raining, hot, snow, knee-high deep, I'm blessed within that minute, within this day. So when I get up and put my feet on the floor, the very first thing I do is I'm thanking the Lord for this day. And so I just go through the day every day, like, these time and days, it's a lot going on. A lot of people don't get up in the morning. And I'm just blessed every day when I get up and put my feet on the floor and know that I got a great job I'm gonna go to tonight.
Do you have a sort of, once you get behind the table, do you you have that lock-in moment where you're getting all into it? Tell me about the feeling that it gives you, to be where you're standing right now.
Not a feeling of power, like I'm more than the next, but it just makes you feel like, you the person that they looking for to do whatever they need to do on this table. You the person that they looking up to be successful in your game and the hope that they could just win some money. Everything to me is about energy. You have to bring positive energy to reflect on positive things. And if you bring negative energy, I say, hey, don't bring that to my table. We're gonna win some money. So I try to see how you laugh. And that's what they do if they try to pull bets. Hey, what you doing? Why you leaving me? You know you can't do that. And they'll be like, okay, Miss Lily, okay. And it's like a lot of people that know me, they know that my tables, he'll say, leaning on a glass, hey, don't do that. Miss Lily don't like that. Miss Lily gonna get you. Hey, don't pour that. Miss Lily gonna get you. And they all know Miss Lily. And it's like, even the higher supervisors, I have table control. When you can look at a person and give them that eye contact and they know you stand stern on what you say and what you're gonna do, then you don't have to worry about anything else because any table that I go to, they know Miss Lily and they'll say, no, she don't play on her table.
What's another thing Miss Lily says to
Hey!
Can you pretend that I'm a customer that wants to leave, or
well, if you was playing and you'd be like, oh, I'm on my last 100, I'd be like, hey, what's your name? Sarah, don't say that. Listen, Sarah, listen, if you still playing, you still have a chance. It's not to say that you can't come back from here. You can come back from here, but if you don't think you can, then you're going to drag me through the woods with you. So what you want me to do, Sarah? You want me to have the same energy you want? Or you want to drag me in the woods with you, Sarah? So come on, Sarah, let's win some money. Don't even worry about the water under the bridge. The water already flowing, Sarah. We're going to go from here, okay? See?
Love it. I love that. I love that so much. You just seem like you have such a great energy. You know, you're standing
And they say it every day, Lily, you have such energy. Where did we come from? And I've always been this way. I've always been, you know, I just enjoy life. There's so many people today, you know, young people, they don't even see life, hardly. I know this is an interview, but, you know, I'm burying my 31-year-old nephew Saturday. You know, and it's just a lot of people that wake up that don't get to see life and don't enjoy life. And you have to enjoy every minute of it, every minute of every hour of the day, because he's blessing you right now in this time and in this minute. So, and I'm blessed to be standing here today. I never thought would have accomplished the things. When I first started, they said, you'll get there. And I said, oh no, I probably won't ever get there. And as you walk that walk, you don't think about it. You just come to work and you walk that walk and you get better every day, each and every day. I always keep my coworkers up. They're having a bad day, like one of my coworkers yesterday. She was having a rough day and had been crying. And so I went to her in the EDR room and I said, Ashley, I hugged her. Ashley, what's wrong? I said, I'm not going to ask you what's wrong, but just know this, because sometimes people need to hear it. Ashley, if you're having a bad day, and I'm hugging her, we bear hugging. Ashley, if you're having a bad day, I just want you to know that I love you, and it'll get better, and just don't even worry about it. It'll get better. And she looked at me, she said, oh, Miss Lily, I love you. And look, tears rolled down her face. I said, it doesn't matter, I love you. So if you need to hear that today, then you're gonna. And so some of my coworkers was like, oh, that's why they love you, because you always. And I said, that's just me. That's always been me.
So how many hours are you on your feet playing these games, doing these games?
Well, we here for 8 hours, but we get a 20-minute break every hour to hour and a half. And the reason for the 20-minute break is when you're dealing with a lot of numbers and dealing with a lot of numbers and things like that, sometimes you get cloudy, your numbers get cloudy in your head. So they allow us, and it's a beautiful thing when a job can allow you to walk off the floor every hour to hour and 20 minutes and give me a 20-minute break, go to the bathroom, the restroom, clear my head. If I'm having a bad day, it gives me a chance to walk away from the floor and maybe get it together. If I've been standing here and the customers can see that something disturbing with me. So you have to always be presentable to the customers with a smile on your face, even if you're having a bad day. So that's what those 20 minutes is for. It's a wind down time to clear your head from numbers. But I've been playing spades and all kind of card games for so long. I was like a whiz in math, and me and numbers, they just like there. It just comes naturally to me. So I can break down a roulette within 5 minutes, and they said, Miss Lily, you are hands down the queen.
Queen of roulette.
Queen of roulette. So I just love my job. I love working with the people that I work with.
What does it feel like knowing that such a big empire is, you know, highlighting people like you?
It's life changing. It's giving you a drive to get up and do something. You can go a lot higher in this job place. You know, you can go from one position up. So it's determined on how you look at your job and how you feel about your job and the walk that you want to walk in this job. So you can start from the bottom and you can be way up to the top in no time. It's your performance and the way you interact with people and the way that they see how you maneuver around. So you can come from the bottom to the top real fast. Just keep coming, being your best, doing your best, because that's all anybody can ask is your best.
So the next time you're sitting at the table, remember, it's not just luck that's dealing you a good hand. Reporting from Danville, Sarah Weitzman, ABC 13 News.